Holy cow, y'all, there is so much to see and do around Savannah, Georgia. This place is so interesting.
Yeah, so we decided to split it up and give you one video that you've already seen just on Savannah, Georgia, and then
super cool.
Which, if you haven't seen that, we'll put a link down below. And then another video of the stuff we did around Savannah, Georgia. And yeah, we could probably do 10 videos really, but.
I mean, amazing.
Yeah, amazing. So let's get started on this one. And obviously here's a clue of what we are starting with.
Welcome to Fort Pulaski National Monument.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Stacy.
I'm Tom, and we're RV Texas, y'all.
We are native Texans and full-time RVers who are all about exploring the great state of Texas and beyond, one campground at a time. We're on a mission to experience life, not just live it, and we're bringing you along for the fun.
In 2018, we sold our house, our business, and got rid of most everything we owned to hit the road and see America. Our home is a 33-foot RV named Freedom. We installed an extreme solar and lithium setup, so now we can just about live anywhere with our dog Star and our cat Astro.
Every day is a new adventure, so join us as we RV America, y'all.
Welcome to Fort Pulaski. This one kind of hits close to home to me because I went to Robert E. Lee High School in Houston, Texas, and Robert E. Lee, as a lieutenant back in 1829, worked on the building of this fort. And the fort was to protect the Savannah River, which was an import place.
One of the really unexpected features of Fort Pulaski here is here in the, I think it's Dimuline. I need to ask how that's pronounced, but the area that's between the moat and the fort, it was originally flat, had some outbuildings. They later came back and built up these earthen mounds, and there's an entire network underneath the mounds of rooms where they stored their magazines and artillery shells and things like that. And you can explore all of that. You can go in and out and around, and it's just super cool. It's like a maze out here. So Fort Pulaski is surrounded completely by salt water, so it was really important for them to collect as much rainwater as they could so that they would have drinking water. And the way that they did that was through a series of cisterns. There are 10 cisterns here within the fort. They each hold 200,000 gallons of water, and they say the way that you can tell if there's a cistern underneath where you are is if it has a brick floor. Had a wood floor with a crawl space, no cistern. But if it had a brick floor, a cistern was underneath that room. And what they did was they'd filter the water through soil and then through a layer of oyster shells. It would then go to a series of pipes which would spread the water all throughout the fort. Pretty interesting.
So the commander of this fort was Colonel Charles Olmsted, and he was only 25 years old. General Robert E. Lee put him in charge here in 1861. This was his quarters right here, and not only was this his quarters, this is where he surrendered the fort back in 1862. And of course, this was close to Savannah, but Savannah didn't surrender until 1864, when the government officials got together and surrendered the town of Savannah. So, kind of cool.
So this is what they call the Southwest Magazine. Now remember, I believe when the Confederacy held the fort, the original plans of the fort, they didn't have all the magazine storage underneath in the front. So this is their magazine storage back then. But after the federal troops took over and they made the changes to the fort, this is where they would keep the Confederate officers that they captured. And they called it the dark confinement. It's pretty dark.
This is pretty cool. Here in the courtyard, after the Union took over this fort and kind of cleaned it back up, they would play baseball out here. And they had a baseball team, and they'd invite other teams, they said, from Hilton Head to come over and play some games. That's pretty cool. Back in the day, that was the recreation for the guys. Love it. That's the American game right there, baseball. Hey guys, this is really cool. This is not a replica. This is actually a Civil War gun right here. Yeah, it fired a 42.5-pound cannonball. So I believe they called it the 42 pounder. And yeah, this puppy right here weighs 8,700 pounds. This is the Tybee Lighthouse, and Stacy and I are about to climb it. So let's go.
Steps in the Tybee Lighthouse, top to bottom, but it looks so far like there's rails all the way up, and there's several landings where you can stop and take a view. little landings ever so often for you to rest and enjoy the view. View kind of kept changing as you went around. A lot easier than the lighthouse we climbed in Michigan because you had steps and a rail to hold on to the whole time. Super cool.
What a view from up here.
Oh my gosh, yes. It is a beautiful view. Good breeze, cool off the day.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of heights, so I'm sticking next to the wall.
I don't know if this audio is even going to turn out because it is so windy, but it's beautiful though.
Oh my gosh, yes. What a view.
Yeah.
One tip that I did not know before coming, they do not let you bring backpacks and things in, and I had my camera bag with another lens. They would not let me bring it in. I didn't want to leave the lens in the truck. So I went into the gift shop and they gave me a gift shop bag to carry it in. So no, we have not been shopping.
Yeah,
That's
because
just our way of getting around.
With the heat too, we didn't, it's a little warm today. We definitely didn't want to leave the bag with the lens in the Jeep.
Yep.
So, yep, we just brought it with us, and I mean the bag's still down there, but the lens is with us.
Yep.
So it worked out. Just
So,
beautiful up here.
I think there's more to explore though. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go back down. Here's the view again.
Not too shabby. So talk about an interesting fact I never knew. So lighthouses prior to 1939 were operated by the United States Lighthouse Service, and they required their lighthouse keepers to keep a garden and livestock in a lot of cases so that they could provide themselves with the food that they needed. Fascinating. So this lighthouse was actually turned over to the U.S. Coast Guard in 1939. I believe that was the case with all of the lighthouses. I think it looks like the U.S. Lighthouse Service basically ended at that point. Then in 1986, it was turned over to the Cockspur Island, which is the island I guess that we're on. And I believe now it's run by the Tybee Island Historical Society. But what a fascinating fact. Did you know? I never knew that lighthouse owners had to keep their own food available. That's fascinating. So you know, when we're visiting places, we love to eat like a local, and that's what I feel like we got here at Driftaway Cafe, just outside of Savannah, just a short ride from Skidaway Island State Park. Fantastic food, great service. Thank you, Deborah. We had a great time here, and we had a seat by the back windows that looked into trees and a little brook area and turtles, and just really, really, really good. Make sure you get the tuna tartare.
That's for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Way, way above average.
Very
incredible.
Great. And lots of a good selection also of wines and local beers, and Just good all the way around.
Yeah, great stop.
So until the 1960s, Skidaway Island, which is actually an island, was only reachable by boat, and it was largely uninhabited. What was here were tons of illegal stills. They made moonshine here on the island during Prohibition, and even up until, they say, the first bridges came over in the 1960s to make it more accessible. And as you're going through the trails, you can find what remains of some of those stills, complete with the axe marks where the police hacked them up when they found them. Welcome to our campsite here at Skidaway Island State Park near Savannah, Georgia. This is site number 70. It is a 30 and 50 amp electric site with water. We have got a picnic table and a big tent pad, so if you've got friends or family that are going to be tent camping with you, this could be a great spot. Absolutely beautiful. Backs up to nobody, just nature. We've had deer going back and forth. We're right near the one of the many bathhouses here in the campground, which have been super clean while we've been here. That's where we've taken our showers since we don't have sewer hookups and we were here for a week. So that's where we showered, always clean. There are some full hookup sites in this campground, and actually if you've got a bigger rig or you're new to RVing, that's where I would recommend staying. Up toward the front of the camping loop are sites numbers 1 through 10, and they have just been redone. I think they said they finished about 2 weeks ago as we're filming this. They are full hookup, pull through sites, easy in and out, and beautiful. These sites in the back of the campground, while they are very pretty and peaceful and quiet, they can be a little tough to get to with the trees and the winding road and a little bit of rippling of the roads from the tree roots. So we will definitely come back. I think next time we will opt for one of those front sites. But other than that, it has been a fantastic stay. We're only about 30 minutes from historic downtown Savannah, so that's been really convenient. About 45 minutes from Tybee Island. So great folks here also. Want to give a shout out to Rangers Walt and Samantha, and also park host Pam. They are great, great people, do a super job here with this park, and we look forward to coming back. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you'll be along for more fun and adventures. And if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Safe travels and happy camping. Bye.